This is my audience.
Aristotle said, educating the mind without educating the heart is not education at all. Today, I want to tell you about a wonderful organization, FinFriends. FinFriends started at Colgan High School, home of the Colgan Sharks, in 2016. FinFriends creates opportunity and environments that desegregate special education students, thereby removing traditional stigmatizations. It unites special needs students with other typical high school classifications of students: athletes, academics, fine arts, and other students. FinFriends is a club which welcomes diversity in the mingling of special needs and non-special needs students in an attempt to remove stigmas, increase exposure, acceptance, and friendship. FinFriends is about socializing and fun and lending someone a hand when he feels isolated or lost. FinFriends is about finding new ways to fit in while being unique. FinFriends brings special needs and non-special needs together for food, fellowship, friendship, and fun in a non-judgmental environment. 1 Thessalonians 5:11. Therefore, encourage one another and build each other up, just as in fact you are doing. This club is made for us to encourage one another. A typical FinFriend get-together takes place in the evening at a local restaurant. Each member covers his or her own expenses as they eat, laugh, and play games together. Parents of special needs students also stay while the FinFriends group eats together and interacts. Interacting in social environments with food leads to acceptance and friendship in the school hallways and at school games. I personally got involved in this organization in 9th grade. FinFriends gathers together as a community. We come together as one family to respect and help our special needs friends and others. Why is FinFriends important? Why should you want to help us reach out to more students? I'll tell you. Special needs children don't usually get invited out to gatherings with students who are not special needs as well, even though special needs people make amazing friends. My opinion can be considered biased, but any person who has loving kindness in their heart that takes a minute out of their day to interact with these students will understand why they are so amazing as well. These kids have impacted my life in all positive ways. I have learned many friendship and leadership skills and caring traits from working, exchanging, and conversations with them. Galatians 6:10 tells us, therefore, as we have the opportunity, let us do good for all our people. Last year, I was asked to write my goals for this organization. My thoughts have become part of the FinFriends mission statement, and I hope they motivate you and others to help our efforts in destigmatization. In modern high schools, special education students are traditionally isolated. Despite efforts to increase inclusion, students with special needs are often not included in extracurricular activities. Further, typical social events, hangouts, parties, etc. remain outside of the special education students and families. This limits the high school experience of both special education students and general education students. Overcoming this social segregation and facilitating meaningful interactions will not happen by chance or stated good intentions. There must be an explicit, purposeful creation of circumstances driven by a systematic movement. This movement must be committed, determined, and constant. It must also include as many elements of the school community to create not just a school club, but a vision and a movement. But we do not need to stop our grassroots campaign of love and acceptance here at Colgan. This should be a growing outreach. My goal is to have a FinFriend group be active in all of our PWCS high schools and middle schools. I already invite students from other high schools who I know to join us, and they do, but we need FinFriends everywhere in PWCS. I hope to make a video and to request permission to play it at other high schools to emphasize this, but I found I could only have an opportunity to speak to you tonight. My plan, which I've spoken about at length to Dr. David Parrish at Colgan, is to have high school students' body to have their own social get-togethers at their own restaurants. I also envision there being several large group activities each year that brings together the independent high schools groups. These activities will show a commitment to end the isolation of our special needs students that truly shows them that they are not alone in this battle. With a FinFriends group in each school, every student in PWCS should have an opportunity to accept the diversity of their student body. Helping another child who is struggling brings the satisfaction that comes with knowing what an impact one can make on these kids' lives. It is beyond amazing. These kids want a friend. They want communication and not to be seen as representations of their differences or perceived limitations. I would not ask you to donate money to this organization or group, but what I can ask of you is your acceptance, assistance, and some time and involvement. It is only by looking at this in terms of small microcosms and larger communities that acceptance can be expected rather than unexpected. We can change lives by breaking the barrier of stigmatization. I can promise you, Finn Friends is one club no one will ever regret joining or supporting.